Hello everyone, it's me, Seth. Today I'm doing an unscripted solo video, so it's probably going to be very sloppy, but this topic is pretty brain dead. It's one of those things that you would never upload on your main channel or something, but it's kind of interesting if you're into scaling, or I guess just Dragon Ball in general. It's sort of one of those questions that isn't actually that intuitive, and it was surprisingly a big deal back in the day, especially Kefla versus Aniraza. That one was crazy, and it actually made me extremely mad. Like, I was gritting my teeth at what people were saying about that one. And likewise, Toppo also gets thrown in there. However, Toppo isn't as contentious. That one's a little bit more clear-cut, but even then, people still don't understand today how it all works out. And these three, Kefla, Aniraza, and Toppo, they're sort of like the big three, I guess, like, side villains of the arc. They're like the big heavy hitters that sort of require Universe 7 to kind of go above and beyond their limits some way or somehow to overcome them. Toppo a little bit less so, but Toppo is more so a breakthrough for Vegeta, and Kefla is more of a breakthrough for Goku. And then Aniraza is a bit of a team effort. This team effort for Aniraza is a big reason that people think that he is actually stronger than Kefla, but he is by far the weakest. And in fact, it's not even close. And I know that's kind of like a memey term that you hear a lot when you're on, slop tube these days. It's not even close. It's one-sided. But this is actually one of those topics where that is applicable, just mathematically speaking. So, to get Aniraza out of the way, Aniraza, a lot of people thought he was the strongest because they had to team up on him, okay? And I'm not joking. They said, how is Kefla stronger if they have to jump Aniraza? They didn't jump Kefla. They didn't jump Toppo. And the reason is just like a sheer mathematical difference. Like, it's not complicated math by any means. In fact, I'll give you guys a little bit of a math quiz here. All right, so Goku and Vegeta, they're about equal to Frieza, give or take. Let's say 17 and Gohan, they're just up there, right? Gohan could fight maybe Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe 17 can as well. Let's just say they're all like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta level, right? When they fight Aniraza. How many people are in this picture? Go ahead, I really want you to think about it, because I know that a lot of people don't understand how to count. So I'm gonna have my editor kind of count them out slowly for you on the screen, okay? All right, you seeing those numbers add on up there, right? Yeah. And here's the thing. Remember, Vegeta, Frieza, they're not fatigued like Goku is, right? And Goku, he's still relative to Vegeta, give or take. And this is proven much more later. But either way, you guys counted them out, right? You see that? Okay, now, how strong is Omen Goku? We don't need to be too complicated here, okay? Would you say it's stronger than Kaioken times 20? Blue Goku? Of course you would. All right, so which one is bigger? 20 Blue Gokus or this many Blue Gokus? What do you guys think? Come on, put your answers down below. I really want to hear it down below. What do you think is more powerful here? 20 times or this number here? I'm going to let you guys count it out. I'm not going to spoil it. Which number's bigger, class? Okay, now, here's the fun fact about Omen. Omen is not just 20 times, guys. Remember, it was 20 times plus the Spirit Bomb, which was greater than that. Right? Remember that? So 20 times blue plus a 20 times blue plus bomb. So it's more like 40 times. All right, now, class, which number is bigger? Oh, mind blown. Mind blown. I can't believe it. Wow, that's crazy. Whoa, we just solved it. We solved the Da Vinci Code here today on this video. But yeah, Omen Goku is stronger than 40 times blue at full power. Okay. And Aniraza, Goku is fatigued versus Aniraza, but Vegeta is not. Frieza is not. 17 and Gohan are actually stronger than ever. So even if you just said they're all blue Goku level and they like combine their attacks, which Aniraza struggle with, Goku is over 40 times blue full power. And then here's the fun fact about Kefla here that people don't remember. Kefla is then so much more powerful than Omen Goku that she would kill him in one hit. Okay? Really think about that. Kefla would kill Omen Goku over 40 times blue in one hit. No joke. Not even an exaggeration. It's literally stated, one attack. So Goku has to resort to tricking her and then blowing her off the ring. Because he's not strong enough to actually defeat her in a brawl. Okay? So that's where we get like the weird, like kind of Naruto-esque choreography where he surfs on the candy cane blast and then knocks her out. Alright, you guys get the idea. The only way that this is not the case is if you think that people teaming up sort of exponentially amplifies their attacks, which can be true, but it is sort of exaggerated. The statements that would correlate with that, like Goku Black and Zamasu's combination attack, that's actually mistranslated. Trio to Dangers at best, maybe, but they could have also trained, and we have no idea. Also, Goku and Vegeta could have beat them in Super Saiyan, and then they go Super Saiyan Blue on them for whatever reason. Some people theorize that they had like a Super Saiyan Blue mandatory per episode or something back then. Either way, you guys get the idea. Alright, just mathematically speaking, Kefla stomps. In fact, Kefla would one-shot him, and it wouldn't be close. Now, why is Toppo above Kefla? Now, Toppo is above Kefla for a little bit less of an intuitive reason. So, the reason that Toppo is then at the highest level above Kefla, and in fact, I think I would prefer if Kefla was stronger than Toppo, just realistically speaking. I'm a bit more of like a Potara Ultra Instinct fanboy. So I didn't really care for, Toppo and his deviant art, anime war form coming out and then being OP. I didn't really care about that. So this is actually against my will that I'm admitting this. But Toppo would stomp. And the reason for that is that Vegeta comes out and he 2v1s Jiren after the defeat of Kefla and Aniraza. Or at least after the defeat of Kefla, which is the most important part, is that Kefla is defeated. And when he's fighting him, he says, I've never felt an energy as heavy or as hard as this. And he's talking about suppressed Jiren, okay? And that means this is when Vegito Blue, Merge Zamasu, Kefla, anyone else is surpassed by this Jiren. Now, you could argue, in theory, that Vegeta is talking about a hypothetical hidden power Jiren, like he's sensing some deeper excess of strength. Sort of like maybe what the Kais or Whis or the others could have. However, the problem is that Vegeta's follow-up doesn't coincide with that opinion at all. Vegeta then creates a final flash after breaking his limit. He breaks his limits. He starts to get real cocky. Everyone's like, whoa! Whoa, how's he doing that? Vegeta's following his punches. He's getting basically the Dragon Ball Super treatment where if you watch strong people fight, you get stronger. This is what happens to Krillin and Roshi during Fukatsu no F and etc. But Vegeta then goes to the point where he powers up his final flash, and this final flash actually scares everyone. Everyone thinks that Vegeta might hurt Jiren with that attack. Goku is completely blown away by the attack. Velmod, he's completely blown away by the attack. He thinks that Jiren might get hurt. Jiren thinks that he's just going to Broly the attack and walk through it like he's Doomsday. And then he actually ends up blocking it and then gets knocked onto the ground. And he's a very prideful guy. He's a pride trooper. Jiren gets knocked onto the ground. So this attack far exceeds what we saw before. Like, Jiren didn't just sit there and tank it and then blink it away. It actually did put Jiren down, and then Vegeta thought that it worked. So Vegeta, who in Dragon Ball Super allegedly doesn't underestimate anybody, he thinks that the final flash would have worked. Velmod thinks the final flash would have worked. And this is after Vegeta says, I've never sensed anything as strong as this guy. Okay? Including Kefla, who shaked the literal infinity around them. Of course, Vegeta can sense Kefla and Ultra Instinct Goku fighting. Okay, he can sense all these people going at it. He thinks that his final flash could put down an opponent above them, including Merge Zamasu, all of them. Anyway, Jiren wins, right? Who cares? He's the main villain. But then Toppo appears. Now, the problem with Toppo is that Toppo comes much later, and Toppo comes out after Vegeta gets Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Now, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, as we all are aware, is the equivalent of Vegeta's Kaioken times 20 Blue. Now, this was theorized back in the day, but it sort of just got confirmed. I have a lot of videos on it, like my Ultra Instinct Goku video or How Strong is Goku. Basically, this is his version or his equivalent state, narratively speaking, that puts him on par with Kaioken times 20 Blue Goku. Okay? So that Goku's just not 20 times stronger than him or 20 times weaker than him, and then they're equal blued 20 times. So they gave him his own transformation, his own limit breaking form. And then Toppo fights that. But the problem is that not only does Toppo fight that, but Vegeta is stronger than when he Final Flash Jiren in base. And then, after breaking his limits multiple times, and then pressing Jiren to having his aura out and blah, 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 then he does the evolution, and then Toppo presses him, and Vegeta has to do a final explosion attack, which is probably his strongest attack. It uses so much of his energy that he will die using it. Stronger than Final Flash, stronger than Gallic Gun, possibly over like a 2 through 4 times multiplier if you want to get into, attacks or super attack power scaling. And then this is what it takes to knock out Hakaishin or God of Destruction Toppo. Okay? So, if you want to be objectively speaking, Aniraza is the weakest. Kefla is in the middle. Toppo is by far the strongest. Not even close. Also, to those of you that thought Aniraza was stronger, I just want to say in advance, I didn't want to seem like I'm mocking anyone for that. I just, I guess I remember back in the day, people really, really used to get on me about that. They used to mock me, and they used to mock me for saying Kefla stomps, right? And there used to be a bunch of Facebook polls and all types of things back then. It was very annoying. I guess, spoiler alert, I sort of spoiled it already, but this would also be my Vegito Blue scaling as well. I think Vegito Blue would probably lose out to Toppo. But, something that you could say about Vegito Blue, and this will just be a little bit of a video bonus. I might make a full Vegito Blue video, maybe with Chuck or something if you guys are interested in that, is that Vegeta says, I've never felt an energy like this until now, probably implying he thinks Vegito Blue and Merge Zamasu are actually above Kefla. However, that is a totally complicated, and that would require its own video entirely. But I am curious, do you guys think that Aniraza, maybe it can't be objectively proven, but maybe you want to argue, well, I think that the team combination attack is exponential in nature. I think that Kefla might get off-guarded, might get teleport punched out of the ring, or maybe she can get haxed. Maybe you don't think that Vegeta's opinion about who the strongest person they've ever fought is that valid. Maybe he's too egotistical in your mind. But all that being said, I think it's a very solid case. The only way that I would change it is, once again, saying that Kefla is stronger than Toppo. That's really the only thing I would maybe switch. And the only way you can switch that is by saying that Omen Goku is probably still above Evolution Vegeta, and they didn't really get that much more powerful because Goku has already got stronger. And so Vegeta is just talking about opponents that he himself has battled like one-on-one or whatever. Okay? So in that case, you could put Kefla above Vegito Blue, and you could put him above pretty much anyone else. And then you would just sort of say, Omen Goku, Vegeta still thinks that Goku needs to do that, and then that power should be enough to sort of put down Jiren, whereas nothing they could ever do really could. And that Vegeta was just sort of limit breaking and then reaching Goku's full new power, because after his Ultra Instinct wore off, he would have a new full power, which he wasn't able to show against Aniraza and the others because he was too tired. That is the only way Kefla gets above Toppo. But either way, Aniraza is the weakest. That guy sucks. He's ugly. I'm tired of these Dragon Ball hero characters. Hopefully, the Moro arc is a little bit better done with that. But hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you learned something. And until next time.